Hey, what's up everyone? Back with another video, and in this video we're going to be checking out some research that essentially takes a look and sees how important is sleep when it comes to building muscle and or losing fat. Clients would come to me, this is even when I first started training, and they would kind of say like, how important is sleep, X, Y, and Z, how many hours of sleep should I be getting? Now, I've always been a big advocate of sleep. I think it's super important. I think that there's plenty of research that can show that I think it does enhance recovery. And I think just performance, right? Like if you're well rested, you're definitely going to be able to lift more weight. And therefore, I think you're going to be able to perform more volume. So I think just overall, I think sleep is always going to have a major benefit. What we're going to be looking at today is an article that was published in the Mass Research. And once again, if you're not subscribed to them, unbelievable just publication. It comes out every single month. So if you haven't subscribed to that already, you're just missing out. And this article is from Eric Trexler. And essentially what it is they took 30 untrained men, which tends to be the theme in most of the research. And you look at the overall amount of people, there's going to be a lot more untrained individuals than trained individuals. So essentially what they did is they separated what started with 30 people, 30 men, and they separated them into two groups. And it's a 10-week resistance training program. A final analysis actually only had 22 out of the 30 people finish the actual study. And I can just let you know, when it comes to research, that's very common. What they found was that the people that did have significant sleep and the people that didn't have significant sleep, they both did build muscle, which I think you would have expected with untrained individuals, even in a 10-week time. I think if you know anything about new lifters, they can kind of grow muscle almost on accident. I know that sounds funny, but that is. And I think eventually as you become more of an intermediate and advanced lifter, I think it does become more difficult to grow. So I think what essentially happened, and I don't know if this was something that was really being focused on, but it looks like they both did end up losing fat as well, which would happen in a resistance training program, as obviously you're eliciting calorie burn, and I think you're going to induce some fat loss. But what the study did show is the people that did have the extra amount of sleep, they actually lost double the body fat. Now, I think this is really important because I know that people are going to kind of ask, well, what caused that, right? So I think me giving just my opinion, this has nothing to do with the research found. I do think that lack of sleep does increase cortisol, stress hormone, and I do think that will slow fat loss. Do I have any research to back that? I probably could find some, to be honest with you, but that's just my opinion. Going back on what I previously said too, it looked like it was between 3 to 6 hours of sleep for the lower sleep group, and it was 7 to 8 hours of sleep for the upper sleep group. So about kind of what I was guessing. So essentially, rule of thumb that I think we can take away from this is that sleep is not going to be the biggest factor when it comes to growing. I think overall resistance training and ample amount of calories are going to be the biggest thing to help you grow. But I do think that we can take away, if you do have the ability to sleep more, I think that this is definitely going to help you aid in both growing and now also in fat loss. So I think just understanding that, I do think sleep should become a priority for you if it isn't already. So I think this is just another cool piece of research that can go ahead and back that finding as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe even share it with somebody that you think would find this information helpful. And thanks for watching.